Tonight on Toxic Tuesday, episode 49, we're going to be talking about relationships. Your partner, your person, your spouse, your lover. Are they giving or taking from you? Are they adding or subtracting? Are they making you better or worse? Is it healthy or unhealthy for you? This is something that we need to take into consideration because our time is very valuable. So let's talk about it.
This is another session of Toxic Tuesday. Da, da, da. Therapy for the people.
Hello, my beautiful people. It's the King Omar Sharif. I welcome you back to another Toxic Tuesday where we turn our bad into good situations. Toxic Tuesdays are all about you, your mind, your body, your soul. I believe if we can control those three things, we'll find happiness. Tonight's agenda, we're going to be talking about the pluses and the minuses of a relationship. Whether somebody's always taking from you, making you worse, or making you better. Then we're going to have another great weekly challenge for you as always, and we'll close out with some toast time with the king. I got another great drink for you. So let's get into it. Relationships can be a beautiful thing. It could be a fairy tale, or it could be something that's very detrimental to your health, something that holds you back. You either have somebody in your corner, or you have somebody that's cornering you, keeping you there. So we're going to figure out which one it is. This is Toxic Tuesday. We're going to start off with the subtractions, how somebody is taken away from you. And one of those things that we're going to talk about is how they're always constantly criticizing you. Constant criticism is something that somebody's always taking punches. And probably because they're feeling insecure about their own self. Oftentimes people like to project their pain. They like to project their unhappiness on us, even though they claim to be the one that loves you. So constant criticism, somebody that's always telling you what you're doing wrong and not what you're doing right, could be something that's really hindering you from healing and becoming better. Oftentimes with that constant criticism, they'll show you a lack of respect. Respect is so powerful. Respect is such a big thing when you're in a relationship. Because if you don't respect me, then you'll do anything to me. You'll put your hands on me, which is another form of toxicity. You'll be cursing me out, which is another form of toxicity. You really won't be rooting for me. You'll be jealous of me. You won't show me any empathy. You won't support me emotionally. You'll cheat on me. So with that word respect comes a lot. Also with respect is that loyalty part. I often hear people say, do you respect me or are you loyal to me? Would you rather have respect or loyalty? Honestly, I need both. They both hold different standards. So when somebody's loyal to you, they're going to respect your feelings. They're going to say, yo, if I go cheat on this person, I don't want them to experience that pain that I know they're going to feel because they love me that much. And I don't have that many people outside of my mama. If your mama really even does love you at the end of the day, that loves me to this capacity. A lot of people would take you for granted and do whatever they want to do to you. That's not the love that I believe we deserve. You shouldn't make it a constant cycle of having to forgive somebody or having to lower your bar to please somebody or feel like you can't be dependent upon yourself without this person. So you're always constantly trying to please somebody else. And kind of dumbing yourself down and putting your emotions down to the floor so you can make somebody else feel better about themselves. Yeah, that's love that you're showing towards them, but that's not healthy love. Now, I often tell people there's not many things that people control in their lives. A lot of people aren't controlling the money that they're making. A lot of people can't even control their households. A lot of people can't control themselves, let alone try to control you. And they'll often tell you, oh, well, you should do this because I love you, or you should do this because I care for you. But really, they're doing something for themselves. When they ask you to do something, would you do that for me? Are you doing that for me? That's a question that you always got to ask yourself. When they want something from you, are you doing what you're asking me for me? Make sense of it. So don't let nobody play mind games with you, because people will take advantage of you and they will play those games with you. And ultimately, you'll end up being the hurt one, or the one that's getting much less than what you're giving. Another subtraction would be a lack of communication. When you're trying to address something and somebody runs away from the conversation, that's lack of communication. That means that we're leaving this door open, and when you leave a door open because there's not enough understanding, then it's gonna linger. You not being able to trust somebody is gonna linger. You not being able to understand somebody completely is gonna linger. So communication, and I say this in a lot of my videos, is so important because we gotta talk to each other. I gotta know how you feel so I can understand you better. I gotta know what you've been through so I can understand where we are today. And then that helps me know how to communicate with you. If you've been through a whole lot of stuff, traumatizing things, maybe you're not ready to tell me everything. Maybe over time you'll be able to open up more. But once somebody does that and you receive that information, is somebody really trying to nurture you? Are they being empathetic towards you? Or are they gonna take advantage of you and say, oh, I know this happened to her, I know this happened to him, so let me take advantage of that. Let me rub them the wrong way so I can get what I want out of them, so I can feel like I control them. It's crazy how people think, but people think this way. And we gotta make sure that when that lack of communication is starting to form and happen and things are left unanswered, from that comes a lot of drama, y'all. Drama, constant drama. Some people love drama. Drama is not healthy. You can't have it all the time, non-stop, just drama. I don't want drama no time, but of course, every day isn't gonna be a good one, right? But when you have somebody constantly just angry and mad and picking fights and just trying to get a rise out of you, which is really making you fall at the end of the day. I'm just using that terminology, get a rise out of me. I guess making your blood pressure rise, but that's not the rising that I'm trying to do. I want to rise above what we got to deal with. There's so many things going on in the world from a health standpoint, a political standpoint, a spiritual standpoint. It's a lot of negativity out here. I don't need that within my household. I don't need that within my love life. So keep that drama out there. I do not need it. With drama comes abuse, y'all. Physical abuse. Don't put your hands on your significant other. I feel like we should only be putting hands on people to defend ourselves. Now, there's more than physical abuse. There's emotional abuse. There's verbal abuse. Watch your words. Be careful with your words. I know we're supposed to be strong and be resilient and being able to take on whatever somebody dishes out, but that's not always the case. That's why I urge you to be strong. I urge you to find your peace. I urge you to become healthier. And don't let somebody make you a punching bag. And then you have with that, gaslighting. That seemed like I'm sure it's a term that's been around for a long time, but that's when somebody's trying to make you believe something that's not your reality. That's gaslighting. Now, if you know your heart, your place, and your head and everything is in the right location, and you really love this person and you want to see them thrive, you want to thrive with them, then they wouldn't be over here trying to change the narrative on you. They call that gaslighting. And a lot of people will use words to describe you, but they're really experiencing that within themselves. A lot of people like to say, you this, you're that, you. But it's really them. Now, I'm not saying you can never be wrong. Of course, we all live for correction so we can be better and head in a better direction. But don't let somebody constantly do that to you. When they start all that gaslighting, hit the gas on them and be out. Another way people subtract from people, if you realize that you're the one that's always making effort, when you got that one-sided effort, when you're the one always trying to go the extra mile, when you're the one always making sure that the house is good, when you're the one that's always making sure the bills are paid, when you're the one that's making sure the kids are good, when you're the one that's always making sure there's food on the table, when you're the one that's always making sure everything is good around us, the house is clean, I'm not going to genderify this real quick. I'm not going to say this is that job, because when we do this together, that's exactly what this is. We doing this together. So when you see your efforts and the things you sacrifice, you being that person that's sacrificing and doing the most, and you're here and that person's there, they're taking advantage of you. You got to see more effort from them. Now, I'm not saying abandon every situation, but after you communicate and you let that person know, look, I'm doing this, you doing this. Can you at least give me this before we talk about maybe getting you to here? And all of these minuses and subtractions are going to lead to no personal growth for yourself. No growth. Every day is about growth. I just mentioned about learning and being able to experience correction so we can head in a better direction. That's growth. Learning from your mistakes. So if you have somebody trapping you and cornering you constantly, how could you grow from that? They're always going to make you feel like, oh, you exactly where you need to be. You exactly where I want you to be. And we got to be strong enough to say, no. I want more for myself. I got to be better than this. I can't allow you to have that much power over me where I just stop my growth. So don't let nobody stump your growth. That could be a loss of individuality. You don't want to lose yourself in a relationship. You want to add to each other. So let's talk about some additions. One thing that's going to help us thrive and arrive to where we need to be, we got to do active listening. That means I'm hearing what you're saying, I'm understanding what you're saying, I'm reacting to what you're saying in a positive manner. If I'm not trying to hear you out, then what are we going to accomplish together? Nothing. Earlier, I mentioned the importance of emotional support, which means that we need to be empathetic and be able to validate each other's feelings. Once you tell somebody that, hey, I understand how you feel, I acknowledge how you feel, now let's help the process. I'm going to help your process so we can be better together. And that's going to be able to allow you to show comfort and reassurance towards your person. Comfort them in times that they need a hug. It may be words, it may be touch, it may be something that you could do for them in a kind manner. But we all need that sense of security and comfort with the person that we're loving, and especially sleeping with and spending so much time with on a day-to-day basis. Be there for your person. When issues come up, we're going to be able to problem solve together. I care about you that much, girl. We're going to figure this out. I can't have you hurting like this. I don't want to hurt like this. Let's identify what's going on and let's work on these things together so we could be better. Problem solving. When we problem solve together and we accomplish things together, that allows us to share experiences together. That's beautiful. When you go through something with your partner or your person and y'all accomplish it and y'all can say, hey, we did this together, it's a beautiful feeling. That's going to create a stronger bond for y'all. Another thing that's very important in adding to somebody's life, being that plus sign, is being able to encourage them, being able to support them. I want to see you reach your dreams. I want to see you rise to the top. I want to see you live that life you want to live. I want to be right next to you doing it. We could do it together. I want to see you be the best parent. I want you to be the best partner, the best husband, the best wife. For me and for you. That's going to make us better. And support is very important, y'all. There's nothing like sharing things with somebody, especially somebody that you love so much, and they like, whatever. Oh, all right, yeah, good luck. You know what I mean? That's not good reception. And that's not how somebody wants to hear their loved one having their back or saying, oh yeah, we're going to do this. You're going to do this. Like, support is very important. Encouragement is very important. We got to encourage each other more because there's not many people out here that's going to do it for you. Earlier, I was talking about verbal, physical, and emotional abuse. So on the plus side, on the addition side, we got to be able to create a safe place. A place where we feel secure. A place where I can talk to you about anything and don't have to worry about judgment. There's no fear there. This is our bubble. This is for us. This is what we created, that safe place. When you have a safe place, it's going to reduce all that stress, all that mess, all that arguing, all that fighting, all the things that are toxic, right? We don't need that. Now, yes, there will be times, but not all the time, not most of the time. That's too many times. Let's not be so stressed out. And when times do become stressful, we got to be able to share accountability. We're here because I did this. We're here because I responded in this way. We're here because I started this. And I'm sorry for it. I apologize for it. Now that I'm aware of what our problems and our hiccups are, I'm going to try my best to avoid them. Are you willing to do that with me? So that's another thing that's very important. So overall, y'all, we're really looking for somebody that has our back, who has us in their best interests, somebody that's really in it to win it, by our sides or leading the way, so we could be better, so we could be happier, so we could experience joy, so we can experience triumphs and accomplishments in life, in our own spaces and together. That's the difference between adding and subtracting. So start thinking about what it is you want, who it is you want, and if the person that you have is the one that you can accomplish those things with. It's tough decisions, because nobody really likes to hurt people or break up with people or go through that whole process. I never liked breakups. Whether somebody broke up with me or I broke up with them, it's never a good experience for me. That emotional part is like I'm attached to that person, so I know what they're going through. If I'm the one that made the decision to say, all right, it's time for me to go left and step back from this. But sometimes that's needed. It gotta happen. Sometimes that's not the person you're meant to be with. So don't be scared to say, all right, I don't want to be alone. Or don't be scared to say, I'm gonna do this by myself. Pray about it. Be strong and confident about it. Don't be fearful about it. And get it done. Those are my pluses and minuses for tonight. I do have a challenge for you like every week. I love challenges. I hope y'all love them too. This week is going to be a 7-day gratitude challenge. So for at least 7 days, you can make it 14, 21 for the whole month, 30, 31, whatever amount of days it is in this month. You can carry it over and over and over and further and further and further along. But I need at least 7 days of gratitude. It's the 7-day gratitude challenge where you're showing your person how much you love them. You can write them letters. You can constantly tell them on a daily basis. You can do acts of kindness, however you want to express that to that person, just to let them know, and to each other, okay? Because this is a 7-day challenge for couples. So what you give should be what you're getting back to some degree, all right? So that's my 7-day gratitude challenge for all you beautiful couples out there and for the couples that's striving to be better. Hopefully this challenge will get you there or be a stepping stone for you to get there. And if you're able to continue, like I mentioned, beyond the 7 days, keep it going for as long as you can. And hopefully this will be like some type of form of remedy that can really help everybody out. That's my hope for you. Now for another favorite part of the show is Toast Time with the King. I got this pineapple strawberry juice with some coconut in it. I really do love coconut too, y'all. That's why I had to put it back in here. But I can't tell y'all enough how important it is just to live a healthier lifestyle. There's so many things that stacked up against us that we've been used to eating and drinking and doing. That's no good for us. It's killing us slowly. So that's why y'all always see me promoting these healthy drinks that I make here at the house. They're not hard to make, I promise you. And it's gonna make your body feel good. I can't remember the last time I was sick. I'm talking about COVID, all that type of stuff. So we going on 4 years and I can't really recall. I can't tell you when I was sick. I know that's a part of the Creator's blessing for me, but it's also because I'm taking the initiative and making a choice to say, you know what? Let me at least make sure I'm doing my part with putting some vitamins and some goodness in my body. And I'm reaping the benefits, y'all, for sure. So tonight's toast is gonna be a toast of love, support, understanding, great communication, and being better within our relationships. This toast is also for us saying, Let's have enough strength to go say we need help and we need to go make things better so we can thrive together. But it's also for you having the strength to say, after we try to do those things and be better together, if it doesn't work, this just can't work and I gotta go. So either way, you need to be strong for you. You need to be able to make wise decisions for yourself. Don't be scared to say, I deserve more. Don't be scared to say, I want more. So this toast is really a toast of strength, and it's really a toast of love. And you being able to understand yourself and your partner and what's best for y'all. So I can't tell you enough how much I love y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. And I can't wait to see y'all next week. And we're gonna keep these great conversations going. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell so I can keep bringing this to y'all each and every week. Thanks again for tuning in. That's love.